Good evening and welcome to 27 Minutes here on WJTS 27. The Jasper City Council met on Wednesday night. Before the regular meeting, the council held a public hearing.
We are in a public hearing advertised for 6:40 p.m. to receive public input concerning the petition of Rue Drainage and Excavating Incorporated to rezone 11.23 acres located east of South Newton Street and south of Brooks Strauss from R2 residential to B3 business. Notice appeared in the Herald on June 7, 2008. Notice was also posted at City Hall and faxed to the news media. With respect to tonight's public hearing, we are hereby incorporating by reference into the record of this public hearing City of Jasper's Ordinance Number 1993-17, entitled Zoning Ordinance and Subdivision Control Ordinance and Flood District and Flood Damage Prevention, and any and all amendments thereto. So we are now in a public hearing to receive public input concerning the petition of Rue Drainage. Are you the spokesman for this? You'll state your name.
Still representing Rue Drainage and Excavation. This is the 11.23 acres that are being rezoned from R2, proposed to be rezoned from R2 to B3. This is the perimeter of what was the Gene Siddons farm. This being 11.23 acres, then there's the remaining approximately 25.31 acres here. This, the outline in orange, is what is proposed to be rezoned from R2 to B3. This being South Newton over here. This being Strauss as it curves in through here, the back of the curve, the break in the curve, which was access to the old house, which is up here. This is the DuBois County property up here, which is the security center. To get your orientation, the squiggly line that comes through here is the existing tree line. You can see Dodge Street over here. Archival Estates. The city of Jasper is this. This is the water tower. This is right here.
Where's the old driveway that used to go up to their house? Where's that about?
You can see the break in the curve, which is right here. Right here. There's the break in the curve. That kind of sees in that direction. Old house, this being the old house right here.
They don't live in it.
So,
Now, the property west of South Newton is B3,
I believe so, yes.
and then the property just to the north of Brooks Strauss, in behind the cinemas, that's B3 also.
Yes.
And then north of the property.
Yeah, this property, like I said, this is the security center, and this is a piece of property owned by BR.
Currently, it's R2 residential, and just along the frontage of South Newton Street, the request is to change that zoning to B3, which would be more in coincide with what's on the other side of South Newton Street.
That is correct.
Originally,
Any plans, you know of that you can relate it? I don't know exactly what the plans are.
originally they had come in and they wanted to change the whole Siddons farm into a PUD development.
That was the original intention,
Yeah,
and they thought that they
it
were
wasn't specific enough.
Yeah, or that they weren't far enough along in their house with their possible clients, and they didn't want to be tied to a certain way. So they decided that this is the way that they would would rather do it. And then, you know, I don't want to speak on behalf of Jim Griffin as to what his intentions are as far as rezoning this, but that is his plan.
Yeah. And if we resolve that, then anything that happens to the east or whatever, the people are gonna know because it's been rezoned already.
That's correct.
Okay. We are in a public hearing to receive public input concerning the petition of Rude Drainage and Excavating, Inc. to rezone 11.23 acres located east of South Newton Street and south of Brook Strauss from R2 residential to B3 business. Is there any other comments from the public? We'll make this comment that, and I think it's a good request there to rezone because of what's on the other side of the street. We think that's going to be businesses along there, and facing South Newton would probably also be, but it shouldn't be taken as a blanket that behind there would be rezoned. That may be intended by the city to stay R2 residential.
Which would match. You know, this is his
Right.
houses.
Make a motion to close the public hearing.
We have a motion made by Councilmember Tom Schmidt to close the public hearing. Second by Councilmember Dave Prechtel. All in favor, signify by saying aye. Meeting adjourned. Thank you. We are in a public hearing advertised for 6:50 p.m. to receive public input concerning the petition of George P. and Donna R. Goody and Jamie S. and Janessa Ann Denise to vacate a portion of 3rd Street located in Poplar Grove, 1st Edition. Notice appeared in the Herald on May 22nd, 2008. Notice was also posted at City Hall and faxed to the news media. We are now in public hearing to take input from the public. If you want to present, if you'll state your name and your address so we can get that in the record, please.
George and Donnie Willie, 282 North Clemper Road.
Jimmy Denise, 288 North Bunker.
You guys kind of had a practice run on this, didn't you?
You guys got to practice the on.
Where do you put it? We'll find it.
Refrigerator is in White's house. This is Kenise's home. This 3rd Street runs through here. And we're asking them to take care of it. My wife has taken care of it for 18 years. And Jamie's grandpa took care of it. Grandma and grandpa took care of it before that also. And then we both have, take care of it before it's rocking. Make sure it's good for our lawns and all the city. So we can take care of it so long we like city vacates, so we can take care of it.
And it's actually next to where it's outlined in black up there.
If you want to put the plaque on top there, then they'll be able to see it in the plaque there.
The black, our home.
And it's the little sliver in between the rest of the top. Which, back many years ago when that was laid out in lots, there was a requirement on plating to put the streets in so many feet, and they put that in not knowing what was going to happen behind there. And then the other developer, they developed it, completely changed it, laid it out different ways and blocked that street.
Right now, if you go straight ahead, you go right through that home, that's about
Right,
where.
well,
Well, you gotta get the driveway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to get it on first, then a driveway.
Okay, and you were also at the Utility Service Board meeting on Monday, and they reported that there wasn't any utilities in there presently.
We have already seen it back, and we've got sewage back, but there's some back.
And they didn't have any problems with it, but we'll report on that later. Or Mike will, I guess. Okay, what we have here is a public hearing, so any questions for any of these folks? We're going to have to ask anybody else if they have any objections. So we're in a public hearing to receive public input concerning the petition of George P. and Donna R. Goody and Jamie S. and Janessa N. Canese to vacate a portion of 3rd Street located in Poplar Grove, 1st Edition. Is there any other comments from the public? If the council grants this vacation, then how this works, it's split and goes to each property. And then that gets recorded in the courthouse, and you have to start paying taxes on that. You realize
We also dropped down from being a court lot to a non-court lot, so that's fine too, but we're happy to drop down.
you check that with your sister.
Both of you benefit.
Yeah, they all are.
Get some more land and do something.
James will go and let them run, and so,
Okay, we're going to make one more call. Is there any other input concerning the petition to vacate a portion of 3rd Street located in Poplar Grove, 1st Edition?
Seeing none, I'll make a motion to close the public hearing.
We have a motion made by Councilmember Butch Sheeter to close the public hearing, second by Councilmember Kevin Manley. All in favor, signify by saying aye. Aye. Okay.
thank you, John.
So we'll close it and then we'll vote on it later on when we get in the regular council meeting.
You can see the entire Jasper City Council meeting this Sunday morning at 7 here on.
Patoka Lake hosted the 2008 Fallen Soldier Fishing Competition, which acts as a base for the Southern Marine Corps League to help raise money for Marine families. This particular Fallen Soldier event was dedicated to the memory of local soldier Eric Leuken, who died in combat. Around 125 boats participated in this event. We spoke with Steve Lindauer, who spoke a little bit more about all that goes on with this event.
This is our first annual Fallen Soldiers Bass Tourney and benefit. The benefit is, all the proceeds for the benefit go to the Marine Corps League Detachment Southern Indiana Leathernecks. And we've got a great day for it here today. We've got 120 plus boats, 2 people per boat. We've also got a lot of gifts and stuff from area of businesses that have donated things. The list is way too numerous to mention. But what we do with our money from this event is goes to the Marine Corps League, as I said, and the Marine Corps League has a purpose. Our purpose in life, and the purpose for the Marine Corps League is to, we try to help other military personnel, predominantly Marines, but right now probably the biggest thing we got going this time of the year, and given the current events, is that we've got care packages. We've got a group within our group called the Marine Family Support Group, made up of family members and past family members or family members of people that are currently in the military. And most of those are Marine families, but we send care packages all over the world to men and women that are deployed. To date, as of this date, we've sent well over 100 care packages out, again, all over the world. That's just one of the things we do. Of course, a lot of people know us for our Toys for Tots campaign we do over Christmas time. This last year, we sent over 3,000 toys to 3,000 children, each got two toys apiece. So that was just in the southern Indiana area. Another thing we do, we visit veterans' homes and we try to donate money there for equipment, whatever it's needed. We take part in a lot of area parades and things like that, any kind of events. We've provided people for speaking, whether it be for schools or some of the Kiwanis and clubs and things like that for area businesses, or area communities, I should say. So a lot of things we do, and the money that we're raising here today goes towards that. Of course, uniforms, the whole thing, and we're very active with our community. Particularly when it comes to Veterans Affairs. A lot of our people, David Englert, our Commandant, is on their County Veterans Board, and he works with the Indianapolis for Veterans Affairs. So we try to do as much as we can to help people that are currently in the military as well as veterans. Outside of that, from this point forward, this being our first annual, it would stand to reason we plan on having a second and a third and a fourth, and we hope to do that. In the future, we hope to maybe encompass more than just soldiers. Hopefully somewhere down the road this war will be over and we don't have to worry about that anymore. But we'll probably expand it out to include fallen heroes. And that might include any state police officer, any police officer from any area of the state, as well as EMTs or anything like that. Hopefully we don't have to work on that too darn much, but either way, we will use this to commemorate someone's memory or someone's what they've done for our community and particularly for veterans. So with that, we do have a behind me. I guess I need to finish it up. We've got a kids tourney today. There's a casting tourney today, so it's a really big family event. Besides all the bass fishermen that have been out since 4:30 this morning, they'll be back in here about 2 o'clock today. The children's casting tourney is going on as we speak. The DuBois County sportsmen donated $200 to this event, and we went out and bought some really good casting rods and reels for kids. So there's some good high quality items that we're giving away as door prizes and as prizes for taking part in the event. A little bit later today, we've got the Freedom Riders Motorcycle Club going to be coming in and doing a little bit of parade from the archery area up there down to this Newton Stewart ramp where we're located today. And later on, we'll also have some guest speakers. Again, this is dedicated to Eric Leuken, and we've actually got some of his friends and service members that were with him while he was in the Marine Corps that have come from Connecticut and Pennsylvania and come down, brought their wives and their mothers, and they've joined us out here today. So we thank God. A beautiful day today, and we hope Eric Leuken's down here looking at us and watching over us, and I'm sure he would appreciate it. He was an avid sportsman, and he's done a lot for this community, whether he knows it or not. And we appreciate everything that the community has done for us as well. Thank you.
We managed to speak with the representative of the Leuken family, Troy Euclid, and two of Eric's close buddies in the Marine Corps, Michael Fosk and Dennis Sullivan, who discussed a little bit more about the overall feeling of this event and about Eric Leuken.
I'm a first sergeant in the Marine Corps stationed out of Terre Haute, Indiana, part of the active duty staff for our reserve unit up there. And 2 years ago, on April 22nd, 2006, myself and my boss, Major Randy Hoffman, had the terrible duty of notifying Eric's parents, Jake and Linda, that Eric would not be coming home. The family and my family have become great friends, even though I wish I never met him, meaning Eric would still be fine and dandy, enjoying his life. Moving away from that terrible day, as I said, the family and I have become great friends. And I've met many great people here in this community. One of them being members of the Marine Corps League, especially Dave Englert and Pat Moriarty. Great, the Southern Indiana Leathernecks, great organization who've helped put this together in honor of Eric, the first annual bass fishing here. But also Bill Emery, who also helped put it together. Without those two, it wouldn't be happening today. And obviously with everyone who's doing this, I'd like to say this just shows the respect and that everyone misses Eric. I never met him, but he was a best friend of mine. And I sure hope this continues every year and that everyone obviously will always remember Eric Leuken and show respect to his family anytime they see him.
My name's Dennis Sullivan. I'm from Central Pennsylvania. I was a friend of Eric's for probably 2.5 years. I actually met Eric in California the first time, and he was attached to our unit, and got to become pretty close with him. Then when we deployed to Afghanistan, Mike and Eric and I became real close. Pretty much, we were pretty much inseparable over there. A lot of the missions we would go on, Eric and I, we would sit in our tents at night. Eric and I shared a tent, And at Time to Kill, we'd sit there and tell stories about, you know, hunting and fishing. Eric was a big hunter and fisher, you know, from the stories I gathered from him. And we'd share a lot of stories about, you know, stuff we used to do at home. And he'd tell stories about his mom and his dad and his brother. And shared a bunch of hunting stories. I'd always say, before we went to bed, I'd say, "Hey, Leuken, give me a hunting story to go to bed on." And he'd tell me a story, and next night I'd tell him one. And, you know, over the span of about 7.5, 8 months in Afghanistan, we probably heard each other's hunting stories about 3 times each. And it's nice to be here now, and I mean, see where he grew up and things that he did with it as a kid, see his homestead, and it's great to see this, you know, this benefit that's going on for him, all the people that have his support and that support all of our troops over in Iraq and Afghanistan fighting for our country now.
I'm Mike Fosk. I'm one of Eric's real good friends. We met a few months before we went on our first deployment to Afghanistan, me, him, and Sullivan. And we became real good friends right away. We used to reminisce on good times back home. And Eric, he used to tell us about his fishing experiences. He used to joke to me because I used to tell him I could fish, and he told me I didn't know how to cast. He was the casting professional. Yeah, Eric used to talk about fishing out here in turkey farms, and it's just really good to come out and see where Eric grew up and meet some of the people that knew Eric in a different way than we did. And it's just great to enjoy the experiences that he had. And it's a great honor to be out here for this event that they're holding in his name.
I remember the first time I met Eric. It was in 29 Palms. We were doing training out there, and I came in and we had our cots lined up. It was Fosk, myself, and then Eric had moved in on his cot next to us, next to me, and I had no clue who he was. And I came in and I saw some of my stuff was messed up, and I asked Fosk. I was like, "Who's in here messing with our stuff?" He goes, "That's Leuken, our new RO." And I'm like, "Huh?" I was like, "Who the heck's this kid?" You know, never knowing that I would come, you know, become such good friends with the kid, you know, best friends, and then lose him. But really honored to be out here for this, and it's nice that they're, you know, that what the Marine Corps League has done here in the fallen soldiers' memory.
Altogether, the fallen soldier raised $7,997 that will go to the Southern Marine Corps League to help Marine families. The winners of the fishing competition, John Schuring and Charlie Hintrup, who caught about 19.42 pounds worth of fish. Fallen Soldier itself was a successful event in the act of bringing people together in support and memory of those men and women in uniform who protect our freedoms. For WJTS, I'm Peter Marshall.
And finally, not only is there a casino in French Lick, this week there was a circus as well.
Well, we're here in French Lick. It's the Hall of Fame Circus out of Peru, Indiana. We're very excited about being here in Orange County, reliving a little history dating back to the days of Hagenbeck Wallace sells Floto shows that used to come in here in winter off and on in the 20s. And we've been blessed with sponsorship here by the Tourism Bureau and also the casino. We can't thank them enough for making it possible for us to be here and put on an old-fashioned circus. It's a one-ring European style show, so when you come to see it, you're going to set up really close to the ring and the activity. We do 2 shows a day, Monday through Friday, except for Friday 7:30 sold out, but we do 3:30 in the afternoon and 7:30 at night. And on Saturday we have 3 shows, 10, 3:30, and 7:30. And Sunday we have shows at 1:30 and 4:30. We invite everybody to come out and see the circus and see what happened years ago when we used to have great circuses like Hagenbeck Wallace call beautiful downtown French Lick and West Baden their winter home. We have all sorts of animals in our show. We have elephants, and we have horses, we have monkeys and dogs, and we invite the people to come out and see our animal acts. We're very thrilled with them. We have Risley, we have juggling, and we have a great horse act. 2 young men from Russia are with us, and we're excited about the Kim brothers who will be performing. So come see us at the Hall of Fame Circus right here in French Lick, Indiana, out by the movie theaters if you get lost.
This has been 27 Minutes here on WJTS 27. For the entire crew, I'm Kurt Gutgsell. Have a great night.